Hey guys, so welcome to my channel Rejected Manager. Today I'm going to talk about the Agile Mind Map. So this is a document which is going to provide you the comprehensive mind map outlining of the core concept, principle, methodology and practices associated with Agile software development. And it also serves as a visual guide to understand the interconnectedness of a various Agile element and their contribution to successful project delivery. So starting with the agile principles and value, the first thing here is that the agile manifesto. You have heard about that. In earlier we had a traditional management where everything is being planned, very much comprehensively documented. Most of the time we give preference to the contract, and the changes are very limited and very hard to do. But with the help of the agile principles and value. Now, starting with the manifesto, here what exactly is happening is that the most of the time it has the four main values. Values here is that individual and interaction for processes, the working software given a comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and the responding to the change over following the plan. The principle behind the Agile Manifesto are customer satisfaction through early and the continuous delivery, welcome changing requirement even late in the development, delivering our working software frequently, business people and the developer working together daily and building the project around motivated individuals. Face to face conversation given preferences, working software as a primary measure of the progress, sustainable development, continuous attention to technical excellence and the good design, simplicity, self organizing team, and the regular reflection and adjustment. So this is how you can see how the Agile Manifesto with the four values and rest the 12 principles give like that. The main focus here is given on the customer satisfaction, which means that we have to deliver the value to the customer, adapt to the change if there is request from the customer instead of denying it or giving a difficult pathway to entertain that request. We embrace the evolving requirement, frequent delivery, releasing the working software regularly in terms of iteration. Collaboration, teamwork is essential. Technical excellence, maintain the high standard in development. Simplicity, key processes and solutions straightforward. Team allowed to manage themselves. And the reflection and adjustment, review and improve the processes. Don't worry about feedback. Okay, so agile always support and empower the motivated team. Now, the what are the method by which we can follow these four values and 12 principles? The first way is that to use Scrum. In the Scrum, there are certain roles that we need to learn about. The first one is the product owner. It defines and prioritizes the product backlog, which means that if there are the requirements, so product owner is the one who is going to prioritize what need things that we need to do first. Scrum Master facilitates the Scrum process and remove impediments. Then there is a development team. They are self-organizing team responsible for delivering the product increment. Now, going down, you will see the events. There are certain events and ceremony that takes place whenever we are working in Scrum. The first one is the sprint planning. Here we are planning. We plan to work for the sprint. Daily stand-up meeting. Another name we call it daily Scrum. It's it's a short meeting which describes uh, what we have done yesterday, what we are going to do today. Is there any roadblock? This help in synchronizing and the helping the development team and the business owner. Is there any problem? We are going to remove the impediments. Sprint review demonstrate the increments to the stakeholder. Here, the customer will come and see the working product is giving the value or not, and if yes, they will accept the particular product or the value, and if not, then the product will again go will get some feedback. This sprint retrospective is the reflect the sprint and identify the area of improvement. There are certain artifact here is that product backlog is a list of the features, requirement, and the improvement. Sprint backlog is a subset of the product backlog for the current sprint. Increment the working software deliver at the end of the sprint. So this is how the Scrum framework behaves. Going down, we will have a Kanban. The principle here is that it visualizes the workflow, limit the work in progress, manages flow, make process policy explicit, implement feedback loops, improve collaboratively, and evolve experimentally. The create practice here we have a visual board represent the workflow stages. WIP limit restricts the number of tasks in each stages. Lead time and the cycle time metrics for measuring the efficiency. Right, so we need to make sure that this is a critical weight for measuring the efficiencies. Now, extreme programming XP, its value it is totally dependent upon communication, simplicity, feedback, courage, respect. So these are the values of the extreme programming. The communication, simplicity, feedback, courage, respect. The practices we generally do here is the pair programming, test driven development, TDD, continuous integration, refactoring, simple design, small releases, coding standard, collective ownership, and metaphor. Metaphor is something converting the high level language to the business language so that everyone can understand. Sustainable peace, pace. Again, coming down to the D, that is the lean development. Lean, it eliminate waste, amplify learning, decide as late as possible, deliver fast as possible, empower the team, build integrity, see the whole. The tool, the techniques that we are going to use here is that the value stream mapping, the Kaizen, the continuous improvement, the pull system. Coming to the agile practices, there are certain practices that we need to follow. The user story. Making the user story, it has a certain format which says that uh, as a user, as a customer, I want to goal, user type goal, and the benefit. Invest is a criteria that will help to generate the user story, which means that independent, negotiable, valuable, estimable, small, and testable. Invest. Story point is the relative estimation technique will be there, which help us to find out the estimation of the story point. The Fibonacci sequence is generally been followed. Velocity is the measure of the amount of work the team can complete in a sprint. The amount of work that has been remaining over the time. The continuous automated build-up system, continuous deliveries, automated release process, test-driven. Right to this, before writing the code, we have to write the test before the red green refactor cycle. So this is the red green the refactor cycle. Refactoring improving the internal structure of the code without changing the external behavior. Two programmers working together on one workstation. Daily standard. Then coming back to the roles and responsibility, define the product vision, manages the product backlog, prioritize the feature based on the business value, represent the voice of customer. So product owner is one of the crucial person that helps. Then we have a scrum master, facilitate the scrum process, remove impediments for the development team, coaches the team on agile principle and practices, protect the team from the external distraction, self organizing and cross functional, responsible for delivering uh, product increment, collaborate and increment and scrum master, estimate the time and effort cost, guide organization team and adopting the agile processes, provide training and mentoring. Agile coach guide on organization and team, provide training and facilitate the organizational change. Then coming to the agile planning, release planning, a high level plan for delivering the product release. Identify the key feature and the milestone. Sprint planning can plan the work for the sprint. The daily planning, a daily scrum is short meeting. Okay. The velocity lead times, the time from when a request is made until it is completed. The time from when and the work start until it is completed. Throughput, number of tasks completed. Defect density, the number of defect per unit of a code. A measure of customer product, and that is again the scaling agile, types of agile, hybrid agile, disciplined agile, safe scaled agile, disciplined agile, large scale scrum. In Nexus, the framework scaling multiple level. The types of the tool, the Jira, Twilio, Azure, Vision, Asana. These are the tool mind map. So guys, this is how the entire thing will work. Hope that you have understood it, and hope so that you have also enjoyed the video. Have a great day.